It was a quiet morning in a small town in France. A little girl named Matiaz walked alone to her mother's grave. A tiny figure standing before a mound of earth that looked too plain for someone she loved so deeply. She gently picked 2 chrysanthemums nearby and placed them before the headstone. Then, with her small trembling voice, she began singing the resurrection hymn her mother once taught her. But even after a long while, no miracle came. Heartbroken, Matiaz fell to her knees, digging her tiny hands into the cold soil, as if she could reach her mother through the earth itself. Exhausted, she collapsed, whispering the only wish she ever had. "I just want to see you again, Mom." Days earlier, Matiaz had been lying in a hospital bed, her arm wrapped in a cast after a tragic accident. Her father, drawing a puppy on the cast, tried to smile as he said, "Mom didn't make it." But for a 4-year-old, death meant nothing, just waiting for her mother to come home. At the funeral, everyone cried, everyone except Matiaz. She just kept looking at the door, waiting for her mother to walk in. Before her father went back to work, he gave her his wristwatch. "When you miss me," he said softly, "listen to the ticking, that's my heartbeat. It means I'm still with you." Matiaz smiled and handed him a small paper bird. "This will protect you for me," she whispered. But at night, in her dreams, her mother still came, living in a red castle surrounded by rainbow-colored cows. Every morning, Matiaz told her aunt about it, proudly saying she visited her mother's castle each night. Until one day, her mother stopped coming. Her aunt finally told her the truth: "Your mother isn't coming back." Matiaz refused to believe it. The next morning, she threw away her backpack and wandered into the forest, gathering pine cones and wildflowers as gifts. "Please, Mom," she cried, "I'll be good, just come back." But heaven stayed silent. Her father found her trembling in the woods. Holding her close, he said, "If you keep this up, you'll lose your mind." Matiaz whispered, "Then maybe I'll see her again." Over time, she seemed to heal, until one day, a classmate said she was the daughter of God and could speak to the dead. Matiaz's hope reignited. She begged to learn how. The girl told her she needed to pass 3 tests: bravery, faith, and darkness. Matiaz jumped over imaginary lava, prayed all night, and finally, for the last test, climbed into the school's trash bin. But after 2 minutes, they heard her crying. That night, she smiled and told her cousin, "I saw Mom in my dream." The next morning, she was gone. Through the forest she walked, until she reached her mother's grave once more. She sat quietly, tears rolling down her cheeks. Then she felt warmth behind her, a gentle hand, a familiar voice. "Matiaz," her mother whispered, "you've grown up, you don't need tears anymore. Be brave, live happily, I'll always be with you." And for the first time, Matiaz smiled, not because her pain was gone, but because her heart finally felt whole. Thanks for watching. Title Ponet.